Now students, see here, using final with inheritance, there are three uses. One we have already seen in the last chapter, the purpose of final. Okay, the other two we'll be seeing over here now. See here, first it can be used to create equivalent of named concept that already we have seen. The other two uses are over here. Okay, that is, it will apply to inheritance concept. How it will apply is, see here, it's very simple. You can see with this example. In this one, class A is there. Similarly, class B is there. Class B is extending A, means what? Inheritance concept. So whatever is there in A will be also available to B. But when you are going to use the final keyword, like the final keyword is applied to the method which is available in class A. So when this is applied, so what will happen is method overriding. As we know, method overriding, that is parent class and child class, super class and subclass will have the methods with same name. So that cannot be allowed. That cannot be allowed means method cannot be overridden in child class. Like you can see the comment also here it is. Okay then. So this is one advantage, one use or one application we can say, okay, of final keyword in method overriding. Then next, okay, the next is using final to prevent inheritance also. Apart from that, what you can do is you can write straight away final keyword to class A. So final keyword to class A, what it will do is it will prevent the classes to inherit class A. Means like B extends A. So it cannot be done. If a class is declared as final, so there will be no subclasses of class A if you write final keyword. That is why he has given the heading as using final to prevent inheritance. No, this is fine, students. I hope you all have understood using final to prevent overriding and using final to prevent inheritance. Now, apart from that, you see here what is mentioned over here, because math is declared as final in this topic I'm mentioning using final to prevent overriding. As method is declared as final, it cannot be overridden in B. If you attempt to do, what will happen if you try to compile this program, you will get error. Okay. Now, methods declared as final can sometimes provide a performance enhancement. Enhancement will be there. Okay, what is that enhancement? We will see. The compiler is free to inline calls to them because it knows they will not be overridden. Okay, by a subclass. Means the compiler will know that there is no copy of this particular method in its child class. Okay, that is fine. Okay, this is okay, students. Okay, but there are 2 points what I want to explain to you people is, that is early binding and late binding over here. What is early binding and late binding is, see, in dynamic method dispatch the concept is late binding. Okay, late binding, as I said just now over here, like in this dynamic method dispatch in the last class I explained, no. See here, f is an object to figure, r is an object to rectangle, t is an object to triangle. So figrf is only a reference over here. So when r is what, r is an object to rectangle, so when this reference is assigned with the object of rectangle, so this will be implementing the method area of class rectangle. Similarly, when this reference is assigned with t, as t is an object to triangle, this method will implement the method of triangle. Now, figrf reference is assigned with the object of figure. This will implement the method of class figure. Means it will show this thing. So whatever is happening, this is known as what I should say is, this is nothing but a polymorphism concept which is at runtime, that is dynamic method dispatch, which is happening at runtime rather than at compile time. So whatever is happening at runtime, that is dynamic method dispatch at runtime, that is known as late binding. Okay, that is known as late binding. You see, Java resolves calls to methods dynamically at runtime. Okay, so this is called late binding. You all try to remember this. And when you are going to write final keyword to the methods in parent class, Okay, so they cannot override. Who cannot override? Child cannot override. So at compile time only, the Java compiler will know that this method is only available to the parent class, so which cannot be overridden. So that is early binding. That is known as early binding. See, you see, since final methods cannot be overridden, a call to one can be resolved at compile time. So this is called as early binding. Okay, just a second. Okay, students, so this is enough for this abstract class. We have seen the use of abstract class. What is abstract class concept today? Okay, try to revise this. Okay, class declared as abstract and it will have one method without definition, but it should be declared with abstract keyword, and it can have abstract class can have concrete method also. Remember this. And one more point to remember, the abstract method should be defined in child class. Like you can see here in class B, the definition is there. That is okay. Same thing with a bigger program, class figure and class rectangle as the subclass. Like that it is. Then is using final with inheritance. Okay, you can prevent overriding by writing final keyword to a method in superclass. Similarly, you can prevent inheritance also by directly writing final keyword before class. I hope you have understood and try to remember what is late binding and early binding. Please, okay, you write down this one also. Then after that, students, this is an object class. This is a predefined class available in Java. Okay, this is not needed for you to understand in detail. Just try to remember object is a class. Like there are other classes also in Java predefined. Okay, and this class has got many methods: clone method, equals method, finalize, get class, hash code. I have explained about finalize keyword. Okay, when this will be invoked before the garbage collector is invoked. Okay, apart from that, notify all, and toString, and these are the few methods. Wait, these few methods we will see in the upcoming classes, like in multi-threading concepts. Okay, at that time I will explain this. Okay, so try to remember it is a predefined class or special class defined in Java. It has got many methods. Okay, try to remember that's it. Okay, then so the next chapter is packages and interfaces.